Hello everybody. Today I'm going to do another shaveless review. I won't be doing a shave today, but it'll be a review of another soap that I've been experimenting with and testing out and using. It's a soap that probably a lot of you have seen various products from this proprietor. And it's quite an interesting proprietor. Madame Scodioli. Pretty interesting marketing, the bearded lady. And they are available at Scodioli.com and at Etsy. They have a Facebook page. They've got quite a lineup of products. They've got some aftershaves, they've got some regular soaps, got shaving soaps, got different oils for beard, colognes that are, I guess, a beeswax based. Haven't tried any of those, but I tested out the Step Right Up, which is Cedar, Saffron, and Vetyver. It's a pretty nice aroma. It's a glycerin-based soap. I've been soaking it a little bit. I melted it into this bowl that comes in a puck. The pucks can come in either a square or round format. Like a lot of glycerin soaps, the scent and the aroma is pretty potent. It's a nice woodsy, spicy, interesting smell. It's got cedar, smoky patchouli, sandalwood, a musky saffron, and vetiver. They have a different lineup of about 10 different soaps, I think. They've got an unscented. And then they have Dust Shaker, which is mahogany and sandalwood. A Sentinel, which is leather. A Fuji Mermaid, which is sort of a salty, briny, rainy, jasmine, pine, musky, oak moss type of aroma. Boheme, which is vanilla, oak, sandalwood, amber, cedar, clove, and bergamot. And cassia. Ill Repute has mandarin orange, pennyroyal, and clove. Hierophant has sage, sweetgrass, amber, geranium, and bergamot. And Gray Skies has Nag Champa, juniper, patchouli, vanilla, rose geranium, and jasmine. Now, what's Nag Champa? Well, it's an incense type of smell. Sort of a nutmeggy vanilla type of smell. But I've been soaking this puck in hot water. I've got my Omega 98 boar brush. I'll shake that out pretty good. One of the things I found with this soap is not unlike a lot of other soaps, is that the balance of water ratio really determines what you get, what kind of lather that you get. Putting water on the puck to begin is pretty important. To soften it up a little bit. Loading up the brush here. Bowl lather with my bowl. It's not a real difficult soap to lather, but the consistency of what you get really determines what you do with it, how you build it. This is a soap that you want to start off relatively dry, but also not too dry. So it's from that standpoint, it's not a, I wouldn't say it's a picky soap to lather, but it's just a soap that you need to get familiar with to get the best kind of lather. It's not a soap that you can pick up and probably from the first shave be able to dial it in. It's not a beginner soap, put it that way. It's not a beginner soap. You pretty much need to know what you're doing as far as some basic lathering goes, but it's a nice soap. It's a nice soap. The aromas just in and of themselves, the complexity in how that they're put together. And here with that, I'll put it on the back of my hand. You build the lather well, and it stands up pretty well. If you don't get the balance right, it can turn into one of those disappearing soaps if you don't get the water mixture just right. One of the things I've noticed with this soap is that this particular one has a tingling face feel to it, and I think this soap uses a lot of the essential oils. And a lot of times essential oils, when you use a lot of them, you get a strong scent from them. They can be a little bit more irritating at times. I'm also gonna show it lathering with a pure Badger hairbrush. Again, I had the water sitting on it. Load your brush, and what's key is loading the brush. If you don't get the soap on the brush, then it's going to be real thin and it's going to be disappearing, and you're not going to be satisfied with it. Getting enough product on that brush, which is a very basic, paramount thing when you're dealing with any type of soap. You've got to load that brush and get an adequate amount of soap on that brush, or your lather's going to be thin. It's going to be disappearing. It's going to be difficult to get a good shave with. This is I would say it's a medium level slickness soap. It's not the most slick that I've tried before, but it's got an adequate amount of slickness. And I've loaded the brush. And I'm just going to hand lather. This type of glycerin soap, if you don't get enough of the product, it can get bubbly. But you can face lather with it. And it doesn't do too bad. In the overall scope of things, it's not I would classify it as one of those maybe second generation glycerin soaps. You know, the first generation glycerin soaps from artisans was pretty bad. They really didn't have a lot going for them. They didn't lather real well. A lot of the artisans didn't really know what we were looking for when we were looking for a soap. The second generation is a notch up from that. Takes a little bit more work, just like a lot of the old traditional tallow-based soaps. They require a little bit more work. Now this, I would say, what I call the third generation of glycerin-based soaps. They're pretty quick to develop a good rich lather. You don't have to dial them in and figure out the combination as much. So along that scale, this is sort of a 2+. It's not quite a 3 level soap, but just the sheer power of the fragrances, and then the interesting and the neat marketing that Madame Scodioli, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Just her sheer marketing is worth it, and you get a 6-ounce puck for about $8. Not bad. It's worth a shot. It's worth a try. It's worth playing around with it. And again, I think I would caution some of you guys that have very, very, very sensitive skin. This may not be the soap for you, because I think just the way they're combined and the strength of the essential oils that I think are in them may cause you some problems. So maybe try a sample or something like that before you go deep into purchasing several of them, or just try one. But they're nice. This is a nice soap. I like it. I don't think this would be my everyday soap. It would be a special to throw in the rotation type of soap. So recommended? Yeah, I recommend them. Very nice. I'm interested to try maybe some of their other products, the different format of the cologne milks and stuff like that. So coming up on the weekend, have a good weekend. Give you a little preview of a video that I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be able to get it posted, but I have been using the Merkur 34C HD Slant razor all this week, and I've got some thoughts and some feelings about that. But over and above that, I'm going to pit it against this baby. This is a Maggard razor, and the MR6. It's patterned after the DE89, all the various 89, Edwin Jagger 89s, the you name it, 89 style razors. They're going to go head to head in a shaving review. So until next time, good shaves, be happy, be safe. We'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.